servants are suffering, and farmers are suffering. Fishermen are suffering, and industries are suffering. Artisans are suffering, and kayaye are suffering. The disabled are suffering, and men are suffering. Women are suffering, and children and Ghanaians as a whole are suffering.
Anyway, and come on, beto Jano, etc. Me pese me hwe me mama bone amentum was na me find the story na ye ni ho nkomo because story no ho ehia me pa eye health minister current dan no current ye no akosiesie dan nim sika wo di siesie dan nim ebro sika o di rent dan eye Ghana health minister Agyemang Manu na yet Ghana ni nya health minister e ma ne rent dan na what is sika what the rent ya what the CC no ebro Ghana mumpa the youth are not angry enough. The youth are not angry enough. And hardwine TME the Ministry of Health I meant to me was aha. The Ministry of Health entered into a 25-year finance lease agreement at a total lease value of 15.265 million in 2020 to be used as a holding and isolation center in Adaklu in the Volta region. Now guess what? Health Ministry used 20 million to renovate an apartment it rented for 15 million Ghana cedis. Minia Bema, we NDC, we MPP, we the assembly our political party MPP. We are sure say na nyansim no. Oma renti apartment and oma renovate. Oma renti, oma use 15 million to rent the apartment. And oma use 20 million at their renovated apartment. Now, I'm asking you as a Ghanaian. Meaning, a tasso, would it be beside who you're Ghanaian? Maybe so. A tasso. Clearly, and tasso. And then I'll quarantine an apartment. Now, spending more money to renovate the apartment. It's because the monies do not come from their own pockets. So they don't care. It's because they know that the majority of Ghanaians don't follow politics. Because we Pastor Kacha said, politics is a dirty game. And that, oh, the other say, oh, be fat Ghana kekenwa ko heavy. Nti Ghana na wote no. Empemfo bi di nkwasi asem a. You don't even ask the questions. For example, Ekufu Dubai. Enyoma bebre wo ka kire question I say obisa me no me ebisa wo say. Has he even fulfilled enyoma oka? One, I shall protect the public purse. Ubekwa heaven. But ask yourself, say, President will protect the public purse. Okache say, oh, I am owed to steal your money. I already have my money. But clearly, say ye currency a 15 million, near the 20 something million currency, renovated that one. Let me say you people are stealing. But in opposition, he said that he was owed and that he was not going to steal our money and that he has his money already. Today, what do we see? Yet is a castle. Have you forgotten those quotes? And so come here. Try me and see. And you who saw you in such ankasankasa, or you in such ankasankasa. I am not corrupt. I will never be corrupt. PDS, excess or you corrupt. I married you, excess or you corrupt. I can develop Ghana without borrowing. I am na mekayo. Paying toto nana Akufo-Addo ene kai. The money is here. The money is here. And my friend is saying, IMF. IMF. We are not like Caleb and Joshua and then. Kikambro funi bi kotu Bible. And so what money IMF neti ho. IMF chow say omufa sika ne mrante. Less than 6-5 months oh. IMF. Oh, when Caleb and Co and just said, you see, these people, all that they deserve is gunshot. Firing squad, that's what they deserve. These people, what they deserve is firing squad. Try them, and if they are corrupt, we should amend the laws for them to face the rigors of the land. That's what they deserve. They've destroyed the nation with impunity, disrespect. Money is meant for the nation, meant for road, meant for hospitals, meant for infrastructure development, meant for us to grow as a nation, prosper as a nation, so that our sons and daughters will not gallivant in America, in Europe, in Australia, in China, in Abu Dhabi. Look at how Ghanaians are suffering in the land of the foreign. And look at Tia Befem. Jankofo take advantage of people. Amafo say police car siren is sunomo tete. Yamamene when you're 20 years they cannot come home. Because there's nothing back home. Then you get $1 billion. You destroy the nation. You squander the money. I will not operate family and friends government. Since you came, even your ex-girlfriend is even an ambassador. Your baby mama, ex-baby mama is even she's even an ambassador. And we have people calling themselves Christians, and they believe in this man. Then I wonder what kind of Christians you are. I wonder what kind of God that you serve. Because if you people are not thieves, you will not believe in this man. Oh, I'm going to transform Ghana in 18 months. These are things that somebody said. Oh. These are things that the President of the Republic of Ghana told us. Yet we have people calling themselves when we are Christopher, and they go there to pour oil on the head of a Kufuor. La ilaha. I will fight corruption with the Anas principle. Anas boy was killed under a Kufuor, under the president. One of the investigative journalists of Anas was shot and killed. The saddest of it all is that when I spoke to Anas, he was telling me that, my brother, do you know that I was speaking to my brother when the gunman was shooting him live on WhatsApp call? I said, yes, he was speaking to his brother live on WhatsApp call, and he shot his brother. Imagine you are talking to somebody live on WhatsApp video, and then they shoot the person. This is a president that promised us that he was going to fight corruption with the Anas principle. No, he was going to kill Anas principle, because he is the corrupt master. Why are we not aware of what Kennedy Akomprekun has said about the death of J.B. Dankwa? What makes you think that Ahmed Swale will not be killed by these same people? We are not dumb. We are not ignorant like that. I will make Koli Lagoon an Odo River tourist site. When Ibrahim Mahama, during his time, dug the Odo River without collecting the nation a penny, come and see the parrot mouth of Osla Owusu Come and see the disintegrated face of a Kufuor with a smelly mouth, saying that why do we give such a contract to Ibrahim Mahama? Today, look at how much they are spending, or they've spent in digging the Odo River. But yet, when you go there, does it look like it's a tourist site? Does it look like it is a tourist site? I'll build a factory in every district. These are slogans. These are quotes. These are things that a Kufuor told us. Oh, I'm sure as for this one, you and I will never forget, even in the days of our, even to the day that we will die, we will not forget. I will arrest the dollar. Today, where is the dollar? Today, the cedi has fainted against the dollar. Today, the cedi has fainted against the dollar. It cannot even resurrect. It's dysfunctional. I will arrest the cedi. The cedi has fainted against the dollar. Oh, the hikes in fuel prices will be a thing of the past. How much do you buy fuel when you go to the petrol stations? How much do you buy it? You are not saying it, you are not talking. Have you asked yourself, why is it that when it was under Mahama or under the NDC government, I could talk, I was so bold to speak my mind? How come under Akufo-Addo I cannot speak my mind? If not because you are a witch or you are a wizard and you really love the truth, you fight for Ghana. I'm not fighting for MPP or NDC. I feel ashamed when I go to some meetings and I speak to these Oyibos and they ask me certain things and then I ask myself and they show me some videos like how Amina had to walk miles to fetch water. And I ask myself, with all the gold, the diamond, the bauxite, go to the northern region. 30,000 people go to school without having chairs to sit on. Go to the northern region. 30,000. 30. No chairs. Meanwhile, there is rosewood in the northern region. There is timber in the Atebubu district. We cut it. We put it on these long trailers. Then we bring them to the port of Abo. And then we ship them with joy. And we tell the whole nation that we have cut our timber and we are shipping it to China. Oh, what a foolish country led by foolish people. And yet, Agban Suman Agbabin from Nandoli Kaliu will stand in parliament and ask us to go and buy furniture from China. Ah, my people, are we not stupid? That we cut the trees for the Chinese children to have chairs to sit on. Yet we don't have chairs for our sons and daughters, that we claim that education is a key to success. Yet these people that hold the key to our success don't even have chairs to sit on. It's not as if we don't have the material for chairs. It's not as if we don't have the materials. If we don't have the materials, that would have been a great excuse. But as for this one, we have the Odum, the Wawa, the Sapele, you name them, the Mahaganis. Yet our children sit on the floor. They go to school, then they go and lie down. Their books are on the floor. They write on the floor. They sit on the floor. I'm sure Akufo-Addo will not send his daughters to such schools. we have allowed ourselves. Because we are not speaking enough. And the voices that speak for the nation, we don't even get the huge followers because Facebook will not open the algorithm for us to reach far. We don't even have the sponsors to even sponsor what we are doing. The other day somebody was saying that, what problem do you have if people are donating to the church? A pastor. And that we should not bring the madness to the church. Now I say, when I look at the pastor, I say, you the pastor, say, you are even, first of all, you are even the madman. To be shouting T in your church and you think you are wise. Because you don't understand. You don't understand that even this earth that we live on, we are living in this earth, we are here to dominate. We are here to dominate. We are not here to suffer. We are here that our natural resources will work for us to make profit. That is why the white man came to steal the natural resources, to benefit from the natural resources. We are not here to suffer. If God wanted us to suffer, he would have created man first before creating other things. So the man will search for the other things. But everything was created for man. And it was for man to use his brains that God has gifted unto you. You use it wisely. So that once you use it wisely, it benefits you and it benefits your people. We cut our trees and we give it to the Chinese. And the Chinese make 50 billion US dollars from the furniture industry. Furniture alone can transform Ghana. Yet we cut all our timbers. Timbers that are 100 years old. 200 years old. Some of them are medicinal. We cut them. We take it to China. They use the back of the timber for medicinal purposes. Then they will come and sell it to you and they will give you some name, ginseng and other things. And you think that, oh, when I drink it, I can perform very well in bed. Because as for the black man, what they are thinking is for them to have erection so that they can have their direction being changed. We need to think and ask ourselves, what nation do we want for ourselves as a people, as human beings? Don't blame the Akwesi Bruni. Because for Akwesi Bruni, if you've lived in this particular world called Europe or America, and this particular snow that we live in minus 18, minus 20, minus 3, minus 5, as I speak to you now, it's minus 3 this morning. You think that somebody that lives in the cold, when he gets the chance to come to your country and he sees how you are enjoying sunshine and you don't know the use of gold, diamond, bauxite, will just watch you? No. Where he comes from, he died because of gold. Where he comes from, he doesn't have that natural resources you have. Go to the northern region. We always shout and say that our youth don't have jobs. Create a leader. You make way where there seems to be no way. Create jobs. What prevents us and for us to say we are not going to export timber again? Now the only time we will export timber is when every child that is going to any of the schools has a chair to sit on. Now before we will export our timber, let us ensure that our hospitals are with beds, not without beds. Now before we export our basalt rocks, we have tables, beds in our hospitals. What prevents us? Can't we think? Don't we have carpenters? Don't we have welders? Don't we have the Air Force again? Don't we have the ajetes that will do the tables and chairs for us? As a nation, we've lost it. We don't know what we want. We are not purposeful driven. It looks as if we don't have a purpose in this world. I will build 88 hospitals. One was not even constructed. He came back. He did not reduce the numbers. He even increased it to Agenda 111 in 18 months. Have you seen any of the hospitals being completed? I'll build 350 new secondary schools from scratch. Hey, as for Ekufuadwe, I tell you, he is even more than Satan. He can lie. Hey, I will never go to the IMF for a bailout. And lastly, I will build a cathedral without taxpayers' money to fulfill my personal pledge to God. It's sad that a nation that does not know their worth we don't know our worth as a nation. And that is why we are being taken for granted. But I believe that Ghana, very soon, Dr. Ren, I'll be launching my my campaign, you know, and I need people to support. This time around, we are not joking. If you come and you want to support the agenda, come and support with all your might, with all your strength, because the agenda must go on. Ghana must change, and Ghana will change if we support each other. He said, Dr. Ren, the political history of Ghana, a ship loaded with cocoa to Europe, got missing. Today is a history, and a son is at the helm of affairs. It is true. You know, these are the people that they even fought against us when we were having a Akosombo Dam and the Bui Dam and the Temamoto Way. Today, they are enjoying the Akosombo Dam more than any Ghanaian, because they live in the cantonment houses, they live in the East Legon and West Legon houses, and they are enjoying. They live in the houses in the North Ridge. Their children attend North Ridge Lyceums and other things. Mornings, you know, these are the people. So in the end, we have to understand that, look, unless we fight for what we want and need, these politicians will take advantage of us. And so on this note, I say good morning to you. Have a great Wednesday. Until I see you again, be good, think right, act right, and do right. Assalamu alaikum.
Missy Dranten, Sika Sa Chumwe, Skaka Sa Unyanye go. Scanning Bema. Anywhere I are, anywhere when you can yes. When you walk on the Sumpa, the way you went near to change. Niana made a mistake. The robot could ship on the same. A penny won't in I don't know some can you. Go crying, you now, as your own one, dear. maybe bow. Nanya me trabia, Cabana Simedia, stay new Muntina. I don't want some kicking you.
You come, and show why you did. Take us out your way, and show why you did. You come, and show why you did. Take us out your way, and show why you did.
And show why you go, take us out your way.
Take us out your way, and show why you did.
And show why you come, Missy Janchen.
Take us out your way, and show why you did.
And show why you go, take us out your way.